Hi, we're Nova Twins.
We've been reminiscing, playing the Hangar 161 stage and the Earache Factory stage last year.
And it was so much fun.
It
2019.
It was so sick. Like, we played it on the Friday, came back on the Sunday, and like the same people were there with the same energy, even though they were completely wrecked by the Sunday. It was so much fun.
Yeah, we love that Boomtown energy, and I think that's what you can expect as people just being up for it. No matter what time of day it is or time, they're there, ready to have a good time.
Yeah, it's a big love Boomtown, and see you soon.
We can't wait to play it again.
Yo, what's up? We're Pengshui. I'm Prav. This is Fatty Bassman. We're coming to you from the countryside. I guess that's where we are right now. We're not at Boomtown. Obviously, we love Earache. We grew up listening to Earache artists. We love Boomtown. Boomtown's been a big part of our lives. So, what was it like when you played the Earache stage at Boomtown?
I loved it. I thought for me, it was a mad mixture of two of the favourite things that I love. Because Boomtown, I'd played there. We've all played there before, mainly in like the electronic world, which was always good fun. The production there is insane. Always, I think, you know, they go a level above, don't they, with their production levels and stuff. So to come back and play Boomtown, but playing on a metal stage with a crossover, I suppose we are essentially a crossover act, but playing a metal stage was just, it was a dream come true, because we got to play, you know, our heavy side of music in Boomtown. And what was amazing was I felt like the audiences, they were really into it, in terms of they'd probably not heard as much metal before. You know, they came into a tent and it was just, who else was playing? Soulfly was playing.
Yeah, Conan played.
Napalm, probably.
It wasn't At the Gates or Haunted. It was one of those dudes. You know that squad, so.
Yeah, so you can imagine the age of Boomtown is probably quite a bit younger. They probably had a pretty mad experience to be at Boomtown Festival and then to stumble across a full metal stage. But they got into it, so it was great for that.
It was a great crowd. That it's like 3:30 in the afternoon. The tent was pretty full, and it was a full-on mosh. So, and I think it's an honour to be asked by Earache. Really, yeah. Earache changed my life. You know, Napalm Death for life. You know, and that is Earache. So, yeah, I guess it was just unexpected, wasn't it? Like I got an email from Earache. I was like, I shat myself. That's Tom from Earache saying, "Do you want to play?" And I was just like, yeah, that was pretty mental. I was probably the only guy playing on the stage years ago who wasn't playing a double pedal, but we still bring the mosh. Double pedal coming on the next album, don't worry about it. We still do that stuff. We're good to go. Earache, Boomtown, respect. Nice one. Peace.
Space. Do you remember Boomtown?
Not really. That's what I like about it.
Do you remember the prosthetic leg?
Yeah.
The dressing room was full of balloons. There was cake.
I remember the wind and the rain.
The elements were strong.
Yeah. It was a fierce vibe.
And we went on before Crossfade, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we went on tour with them.
I love it.
What else happened at Boomtown?
It was a journey of self-exploration and endurance. I think one of my favourite things about Boomtown last year was the Earache crew. Because they're lovely.
Love you guys.
I mean, that's a bit schmaltzy. Hanging out with Crossfaith, the crowd. I just like remember one dude with like a spiky hat. You know how sometimes you remember a show for one person in the crowd, big old stomper boots on, and like spikes coming out of like a helmet. I like playing in like a brutalist car park.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was a good vibe. I like seeing all the mad production goes into the festival.
Look forward to going back.
Can't fucking
Can't
wait,
wait.
man. Nice not to feel out of place. To feel like a part of the furniture.
Earache, we love you.
Boomtown was like this. Took us in, crushed our minds into tiny, minuscule atomic pieces, and we floated off into the ether to become fairies.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
See you next year or the year after, depending on if we survive.
What's up, people? This is Tallah. we just want to say we played Boomtown last year.
Yes.
You guys really put the boom in town.
Boy, let me tell you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So many people.
The stage was fantastic.
The stage was cool. That was the Earache stage.
It was the Earache stage.
It was great. There were so many people.
There was a dude with a Corey Taylor mask.
Yeah, there was a dude with a Corey Taylor mask.
You jumped into the crowd?
I lost my glasses and then jumped into the crowd, and I couldn't find my way back to the stage.
I think I met you in the crowd.
I think you might have led me back to the stage.
Yeah, I think it was a team effort.
But it was really, really fun. We definitely would love to do it again.
Oh, absolutely.
It was so cool sharing the stage with Napalm Death. We also got to learn about all these killer bands from over there, like Palm Reader.
Oh yeah,
those
Palm
guys.
Reader.
I bought their album. They're one of my favorite bands now. It's just.
We met Jamila's band.
Yeah, there's just so many cool bands, so many cool people. I've never seen so many people in one spot.
Well,
it was awesome.
Dude,
go to Boomtown if you
go
haven't
see
been there
Boomtown.
before.
I went to go see a show that I got attracted to a tent. And I didn't know the band, and I just got swallowed up in this beautiful, funky ska mosh pit, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
and then I found out,
was cool.
I didn't even know the band. I didn't even know who it was. I was
And
just
then
loving it.
All the sets were great. It was like being at Disney World, but
with music.
For music.
Yeah.
I remember that one part we went up to we climbed up these steps and went to this weird
trippy
EDM
forest
and rave lights and butterflies, and everyone was just dancing. I was just like, what is this?
It was sick.
It really had a little bit of everything, and it was awesome.
Label here, sitting in my car, talking about Boomtown and what I remember of it. I do remember getting there and being a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I remember being shocked at the amount of people in the queue, waiting to get in with the wristbands, and for some reason I just had it in my head that it was just this much smaller festival, but we got there and it was gigantic. The amount of stages, the amount of amusements, food, it was crazy. The show itself, I think we were the first band on. If we weren't the first band on, we were definitely one of the first bands on. So we started to do the sound check, and a few people started to drift by the tent and they were sticking their heads in, and that kind of usually happens at a festival. That we open, you kind of start playing a few riffs and people start kind of just saying, oh, who's that, But I remember going in and our intro tape playing and taking a look out, and there was only a few people in the tent at the time. I was like, oh no, this is going to be a bit of a downer, I think. Not too many people are going to show up. But then I think by halfway through the first song, the tent was packed. It was and people were loving it. There was a guy up the front who knew all the words. I don't know half the words, but he was up there and he was screaming and he was so passionate about the whole thing. And I remember there was security guards with Viking helmets, and they were in the pit and they were pitting and stuff. It was absolutely crazy. Having a feeling halfway through our set, that it was one of those gigs that I'll remember for the rest of my life. The people there, the stage hands, stage crew, stage manager, everybody was just so pleasant. They couldn't do enough for you. Made sure that you were totally comfortable on stage. Made sure that you had everything you needed backstage. I can't say enough good things about them. Even afterwards, just walking around, the general vibe of the whole festival was just really chilled and just really relaxed, and really, really enjoyed my time at Boomtown. I thought it was an absolutely fantastic festival, and I'd love to play it again, and I'm sure we will play it someday, so rock on.